When I was a lad, I often dreamt of a career. I really didn't have to dream too far, because Mum and Dad were on the stage. It all seemed very clear that I'd go on the boards and be a star. I practiced every number till I knew them all by heart. I memorized the witty repartees. One day I told my father, Dad, it's time for me to start. And this is what my mother said to me. Life's a bed of roses till the show you're doing closes. On the ball, on the ball. Every shining hour brings a shower of rewards. If you think it funny getting laughs instead of money. On the ball, those balls. Where else can you draw blood with rubber swords? If you want to have a mess of custard busted in your face, go on the boards, go on the boards. To live like lords, go on the boards. On the other hand, if you want a cozy life, a house, a mortgage and a wife, a little Sunday golfing and a beer, all those sweet suburban joys, those poker sessions with the boys, and a baby every other year. Drive lorry, dig a quarry, push a barrow around, fix a faucet, sell a corset, drill a hole in the ground. At least you know you'll get your dough when payday comes round. If you want a cozy, dozy life. On the other hand, life is rich and gold till your masterpiece starts folding on the boards. On the boards. One day you're an idol on the tidal wave of fame. Next day you're forgotten when the critics flay you rotten and proclaim you're to blame for getting even how to spell your name. If you want to find out quickly who are friends and who are frauds, go on the boards. Go on the hello darling, you were super. What a bloody bore to mix with frauds. Go on the boards, 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 boards. On the other hand, I'd rather starve in makeup than to wake up as a clerk. I love those boards, those rich rewards, those rubber swords, the hordes of broads. I love the boards. Lullaby, go to sleep, my little one. Old Mr. Moon has got his eye on you. Bye, rockabye, when you wake you'll see the sun. Old Mr. Sun loves you too. Hush, don't you cry, there'll be time enough for crying when from these arms you have gone away. Hush, hushaby, never fear the night wind sighing. I will be here till the day. Sleep, sleepyhead, Daddy's arms will be your bed. Lullaby, lullaby. Cause when lilacs are blooming in good old Piccadilly Circus, you know the lily that I pick will be you. Ooh, lily, la 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 la. La 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 la. Scooby Dooby Doo Doo of mine.
Once upon a time when the world was greener, Princess Trampolina, daughter of a king, rode around the land in a royal carriage, pretty as a princess ought to be. Suitors by the score sought her hand in marriage, none of them was quite a cup of tea. What a silly miss, said her father, this is turning royal purple on the throne. Sire, she replied, they're a bunch of sissies, and she went out every night alone. Very, very sad were her dad and mama, what a royal drama. Once upon a time, everybody guessed by her strange demeanor, Princess Trampolina must have had a beau. Wonder who she meets all alone at night time, said the king, I've simply got to know. To his royal spies he declared, it's high time you discover where the lovers go. From this very night where she goes you follow, so they didn't saw a merry sight. Trampolina there in a moonlit hollow, with you'll never guess what in the night. They were so surprised that their knees went wonky, for it was a donkey. Once upon a time. When the king was told of her misdemeanor, really Trampolina, he was heard to say, we have had enough of this hanky-panky, you will wed the prince we choose today. Trampolina wept in her royal hanky, stamped her royal foot and ran away. Till she came at last to an old hobgoblin, famous for his useful little hints. And he said, I think I can solve your problem, for your donkey really is a prince. There are witches three who have rearranged him, cast a spell and changed him. Once upon a time. You can break the spell, laugh the elf in stitches when you see the witches. Ring this magic bell. Trampolina sped to the royal stables, led her donkey to the witch's lair. Rang the magic bell and it turned the tables, for her donkey vanished in the air. And before her eyes stood a real Prince Charming, but he was the littlest of men. Trampolina cried, this is too alarming. Can I have my donkey back again? Never, cried a witch like an old hyena, laughed at Trampolina. Once upon a time. This is what we learn from our fairy story. of the donkey and the royal lass. If you go in search of a greater glory, chances are you're gonna lose your ass. If you dream somewhere that the grass is greener, think of Trampolina. Once upon a time.
When you gotta go, you gotta go. And so, although you'd like to stay a little while, you gotta show a little style and exit smiling. Goodbye to all that, just reach for your hat and go on your own sweet way. You know in your heart, although you are parting, you live to love another day. When you gotta fly, you gotta fly. And though your sky tomorrow may not be as bright, be glad you had a spot of light to spend a while in. So pocket your pride, though somewhere inside the tears that you're crying ain't easy to hide. When you gotta go, you just gotta say goodbye. You know in your heart, although you are parting, you'll live to love another day. When you gotta fly, you gotta fly. So say goodbye and show a handsome pair of heels. Don't show them how it really feels to keep on smiling. So just walk away and don't turn your head. What more can you say now that hasn't been said? When you gotta go, when you gotta go, when you gotta go, you just gotta say goodbye. Got somebody who cares, someone who shares my company. Dump anything but pity on my plate. I'm standing straight and I'm sitting pretty. While I got me, I got a sky full of bluebirds. When did you see someone as lucky as me? I'm all I need.
If I succeed, I'll thank no one who gives a damn. What I am, that's what I'm meant to be. And there is no one in this world who's gonna live my life for me, who's gonna share the worry and care wherever the road